this is Samantha here from RecipeThis.com and the voice behind the popular Kitchen Gadgets podcast, Magic with Gadgets. Today I want to show you one of those quick, really tasty, delicious air fryer recipes, and it's for air fryer part-baked bread. Though I often think of it as air fryer half-baked bread just because it's halfway there. You just need to give it that little bit longer and then it's perfectly cooked. If you've not had a part-baked bread before, then it is amazing. And you can just grab some like this from your local supermarket, and then because it's partly cooked, it has quite a long use by date on it compared to buying a fresh loaf of bread from the supermarket. And I'm not really that bothered for bread, but when it comes to these crusty ones, I just can't get enough of them. It's like an addiction. So we've already done some slow cooker gammon in water video today, so I wanted to pair up the lovely part-baked bread with some gammon just to make some delicious sandwiches. Well, before we dive into this recipe, I just wanted to suggest that you head over to RecipeThis.com. We've got more than 1,200 kitchen gadget recipes, including recipes for the air fryer, instant pot, slow cooker, soup maker, bread maker, microwave, Ninja Foodie, and many others. We also have a free weekly newsletter, which you can find on the homepage of RecipeThis.com, or you can find it on RecipeThis.com/newsletter. And there you can get our best kitchen gadget recipes sent to your inbox every Friday morning. Now, back to the part-baked bread. You know, you can get different sizes. The ones that you'll actually see on RecipeThis.com are more round, and these are more your traditional crusty rolls that Dominic managed to pick up for us from Morrison's. And if you just want to give them a cut to get them out. And like I was saying about the use by dates, by how long they last, these are for more than 6 weeks away, and compare that to just buying a loaf of bread from the supermarket and having 2 or 3 days on it. I think it's just fantastic, and you can keep some in your pantry for when you're craving some bread. So, open the air fryer basket, and you want to place them in. I'm going with 3 because I ain't going to get the 4 fitted in comfortably, but 3 is still nice, and there's only the 2 of us, so who gets the second one, I wonder? Should I give it to hubby? And then place them in. Oops, I nearly forgot. You want some extra virgin olive oil on them. Silly me for nearly forgetting. This just helps make them lovely and golden and crispy and yummy. And then place them in. And then you want to set the temperature to 180 Celsius, that's 360 Fahrenheit. And then the cook time to 6 minutes. And then we can check on them. This is how long the other ones took to cook. But they were on a preheat, so it'd just be interesting to see how long these take. And we've beat. And wow, this bread is absolutely perfectly cooked. I honestly thought it would actually need some longer cook time, but it really doesn't. So now you want to find yourself a little plate and then grab one out. Oh, trust me, they are very, very hot on touch. And then the best way with them, I'll just move that out of the way so you can see what I'm doing. The best way with them is to put them down the middle. Oh, they're so hot to touch. Tilt them like that, and then this. I've never used this brand before, so I don't know what I'm going to think of it. Oh, wow, it's melting. Which is good, because you don't want it where it feels like you're breaking the bread as you butter. So then add some of that. And then of course we've been doing some gammon, so you add in some gammon. The thing about this gammon is it takes 4 hours in the slow cooker, but you can add in an extra hour and then it'll just be like pulled gammon. It's lovely. So there you go. So now you've got a lovely hot sandwich using this pat baked bread, and it's absolutely amazing. I really can't fault it, and like I said, with the extra virgin olive oil on it, it really does add a little extra crisp and golden colour to it, and this is just perfect. You can also freeze these bags of pat baked bread and then just grab one out the freezer as you need them. So my bread's cooled down enough to touch now, and let's tick in. That is so good. You know, seriously, if you haven't tried cooking these in the air fryer yet, then you must. You know, just think or if you don't necessarily buy these and you make a lot of your own bread, you can partly cook your bread, load it into the freezer, and then cook it like this in the air fryer, and it'll be just as nice. It's absolutely delicious. It's fantastic for all kinds of different sandwiches. You could use it to do our air fried tuna melt. You could use it for a meatball sub. There's just so many different possibilities with it. And like I said, it's got a much longer shelf life than your traditional bread that you buy from the supermarket, meaning that if you don't get to eat your bread straight away, you don't have to worry that it's going to go off or that you've got to find freezer room for it. So it's just perfect. Thanks so much for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to the Recipe This family. You can find us on Twitter, Facebook and Pinterest. We also have a weekly newsletter at recipethis.com/newsletter, where we share with you our latest kitchen gadget recipes, what we're cooking in the Milner kitchen, and so much more. As well as this, we recommend that you subscribe to our YouTube channel, and then whenever we have a new video, you will be the first to know. And if you want to know about all our future videos, then I recommend you hit the bell for instant notifications. But even better, we now have a podcast. It's called Magic with Gadgets. Simply search Magic with Gadgets on your favourite podcast player and you'll find us there.